Good evening, everyone. How are you all doing this Sunday? This is your fourth stimulus check update and daily news report. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says that the House of Representatives is working to pass the infrastructure bills before October 1st. There is a lesser-known tax credit that may offer more financial relief to many Americans. Also, next Friday, I will be giving away Walmart gift cards. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, leave a comment below, and also like this video. Thank you so much, everyone. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said on Saturday that the lower chamber is hard at work to pass both a bipartisan infrastructure bill and a larger Democrat-backed spending package by this coming October 1st. In a Dear Colleague letter distributed Saturday night, the Speaker stated that the Build Back Better plan laid out by President Biden enjoys a broad bipartisan level of public support throughout the country. Pelosi also stated that the $3.5 trillion price tag is for the larger infrastructure package, a legislative priority for the Biden administration, and it will remain the top-line number for the bill. That bill would include child care, home health care, and paid family and medical leave. And according to Nancy Pelosi, the president has been clear. This is the number that will honor his vision to build back better. This is the number that has been agreed to in the Senate and is now before us in the House. Accordingly, we will write a reconciliation bill with the Senate and that it's consistent with that top line. Earlier this month, the Senate passed a $1 trillion bipartisan infrastructure measure with support from both sides of the aisle. That piece of legislation allocated money for more traditional infrastructure, such as updates to electrical grids, public transits, water systems, and airports. Following the bill's passage in the upper chamber, the Senate also passed the budget resolution, a move that paves the way for the Democrats to pass their larger spending package without any GOP support, bypassing the legislative filibuster. The resolution now awaits a decision in the House.
Good afternoon. After a series of meetings throughout the weekend with my national security team, I want to update the American people on our ongoing evacuation operation in Afghanistan. But first, I just was briefed by the FEMA administrator who's here with me today, Ms. Criswell, about the flash flooding in Waverly, Tennessee, and surrounding areas in Tennessee. I want to begin by expressing my deepest condolences for the sudden and tragic loss of life due to this flash flood. I know we've reached out to the community and we stand ready to offer them support. I've asked the administrator to speak to Governor Lee of Tennessee right away, and we'll offer any assistance they need for this terrible moment. Let me also say a few words what is now tropical storm, not hurricane, Henri, which made landfall at approximately 12:15 this afternoon in Rhode Island. Henri is impacting much of the Northeast right now, and I want to talk about our efforts to prepare and respond to this storm. We have been closely monitoring Henri's progress and making the necessary preparations. Fortunately, it's no longer a hurricane. It's been downgraded to a tropical storm. And we are taking it seriously, though, because the size and the storm surge and the rainfall is producing. It's also impacting an area of the country that has already experienced heavy rainfall over the past several days. And while New Englanders are used to dealing with some tough weather, this storm has the potential for widespread consequences across the region with significant flooding and power outages that could affect hundreds of thousands of people. And so we're doing everything we can now to help those states prepare, respond, and recover. I can't think of anyone better to lead this operation than Deanne Criswell of FEMA.
Pelosi also stated any delay to passing the budget resolution threatens a timetable for delivering the historic progress and the transformative vision that Democrats share. The House is hard at work to enact both the Build Back Better plan and the bipartisan infrastructure bill before this coming October 1st, when the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act would go into effect. The Speaker had a phone call with President Biden this past Saturday afternoon, during which they both discussed the president's support for her work to advance the rule that would provide for the House's consideration and the bipartisan infrastructure bill and the Build Back Better agenda. President Biden has defended the Build Back Better plan as a way to lower prescription drug costs, reduce the price of housing and education, combat climate change, and help millions of Americans cover the cost of child and senior care. So the White House this past Saturday said that President Biden and Nancy Pelosi both reaffirmed the desire for a $3.5 trillion proposal through a tax increase on corporations and wealthy individuals. It will be a move that has united the GOP in opposition to the spending plan. Pelosi, in her letter, which was released Saturday night, said that the House will write a bill that is paid for, including by increasing taxes on the wealthiest Americans and largest corporations, some of whom currently pay little to no federal income taxes. Moderate House Democrats, led by Representative Josh Gottheimer, have threatened to block the $3.5 trillion budget resolution. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce and other prominent business lobbying groups are rallying behind these lawmakers, who have called on Pelosi to immediately convene a vote on the Senate bipartisan infrastructure bill without the larger reconciliation package. The enhanced child tax credit captured America's attention this summer as millions of families began receiving these payments. But Congress also boosted a lesser-known write-off this year for working families, the Child Independent Care Tax Credit. Often conflated with the Child Tax Credit, the Child Independent Care Tax Credit offers working parents a boost at tax time to help cover the cost of care for children under the age of 13 or adult dependents. Previously, families could claim up to $3,000 in expenses per dependent for a maximum of $6,000. However, the American Rescue Plan raised the eligible cost for 2021 to $8,000 per dependent and then capped at $16,000. This year, families may receive up to 50% of those expenses as a refundable credit, depending on their income, meaning it may reduce their tax bill or offer a refund, regardless of liability. While many families have received payments for the child tax credit, nearly 50% are not aware that they can claim another tax break for child and dependent care expenses. The 50% credit for 2021 begins to phase out when adjusted gross income is above $125,000, and a family won't be eligible once they exceed $438,000. So if anyone has any questions on this, please leave them in the comment section below, and I'll do my very best to answer those questions that you may have. Thank you everyone for joining me here today. That's the end of the video for this evening. I greatly appreciate all of you watching this video today. Remember that this coming Friday, I'll be giving away Walmart gift cards. To enter that giveaway, all you have to do is like this video, subscribe to my channel, and also leave a comment below. Thank you so much everyone, and have a very blessed week.